Very much at the business end now of the Rotterdam Open. Semi-final underway here with Mark Selby, having lost the opening frame to the underdog Dave Gilbert. 4 required to book a place in the final a little later on today. Winner of this one to face either Mark Williams or Gary Wilson. Wilson having taken the opening frame of that one.
Yeah, he's been fortunate there with a double kiss, sending the white down the table. Just put his hand up there to apologise. Good start for him, though.
I recall Dave Gilbert giving the great Stephen Hendry a scare at the World Championship a few seasons back, before eventually succumbing the 7 times now retired world champ.
Good pot.
1. Nine.
That was a nice shot. I don't think he's straight on this black though, so he'll have to play a little cannon into the left red of the 2 here. Well played. Mark Williams there, looking on in the background.
16.
1-0 down to Gary Wilson, but Gary has made the better start again in the second.
Yes, 30 points to the good.
Great shot. Got 3 or 4 open there. Well, you'll need something here, scaffolding I think, to get over this lot. Extended spider.
Not often you see that particular implement employed. Necessary here though.
Hopefully not.
Yes, well played. They're always awkward, those shots.
25.
So often, though, when you're playing the swan neck or the extended rest, it's making sure you don't hit reds on the way back once you play the shot. Seen it happen before. Got the intended pot and then clattered into them on the way back.
32. 33.
Well, again, the 2 favourites in the semi-final not having the best of it at the moment.
That said, Gilbert will be disappointed with the positional element of that red.
Mark just waits here, waiting for a chance. I think the path, the blue is covered with the green. There's not much on here unless the brown passes the red. Great shot.
Terrific recovery from Gilbert. That's evidence of his growing confidence, having snaffled the opening frame. Healthy lead in this second frame.
Well, that's top draw, isn't it? There's obviously not a lot of room past that red, and it was the control of the cue ball as well. Back in prime position. He's looking good.
He is. That fine victory, albeit quite a scrappy encounter earlier with Stephen Maguire. Winning by 4 frames to 1. Maguire having earlier ousted John Higgins. And if he could defeat Selby and go on to lift the title this evening, it would be the best moment of his professional career by a distance.
$45. $46.
Well, that could have been better. He's just finished a little bit in between there. Could play a cannon into the red that's nearest the pink. Well played.
54.
Just caught that red a bit full, if anything. Could have come off it slightly. Given himself a better angle on this pink. But he can just drop this in. He can either play on the right and red or bring the white into the middle of the table once more. He's bound to leave himself on something here. But this young man here, he's looking very confident indeed. Good start from him. And only a few balls away from taking his second frame as well. Oh, that's unlucky.
60.
If it runs on, he's on the one in bulk. If it just sort of slows down, he's definitely on the one to the left corner. It's awkward now over this blue. Well, again, they're always awkward to cue over another ball. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that, because if he just lands on that red properly, he could have made sure of the second frame. Well, that's unlucky from Mark Selby, just flicking the blue on the way through and leaving that red on. He's played it with an element of safety, but that's unlucky.
Well, he wasn't all that far off fluking the red. As it is, Gilbert with an opportunity here to move 2-0 in front.
1.
Didn't really want the kiss on the yellow.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. Now he's landed on the green. Let's have a look at this again. Attempted cross double. Anything but that.
Selby's definitely done something to his finger, Mike. I don't know whether we'll get another close-up of it, but looks like he may have got it trapped in a door. It's really swollen. Well, 75 remaining as Gilbert addresses this red.
Well, don't think this passes the other one to the corner. He might be taking this onto the centre. He's played the snooker. Very clever. Good shot.
Well, with a 63-point lead. Good match play stuff this from Gilbert, keeping Selby under the cosh, waiting for a better opportunity.
Well, this might have to be dead weight into the pack here. Well, if it's too hard, he'll be leaving reds on. Got to be careful.
Foul.
He's caught the pink.
Dave Gilbert, 6.
And that will go back. Take 2 then. It's better. Good shot. Got a slight kick there, but it went in.
Snooker's required then for Selby.
Dave Gilbert.
Well, he could have really have done with that one as well. Mark will play on because it's only, what, 2 snookers required. If that red had gone in, I think it would have been remained in his chair. There's the equation then. Good shot. Very clever, pushing the black to the top cushion just in case. He's giving himself some added insurance. Mark's still needing 2 snookers though. That's a great shot. Great control of the cue ball to play the cannon.
Eight.
Well, that was worth the replay. That was a great cannon into the black.
Nine.
Well, Mark will be a little bit disappointed with that. I think he was probably looking to get a couple of blacks and then lay a snooker behind the pink with one of those reds. Might still be able to hold for the black here. Good shot.
50.
Well, he was. That's an excellent shot. Well, you can play on one of these reds to the middle and then leave the last red on for snookers. Gone for the cannon. Well played. Well, he's pushed that other red into a perfect position. Well, red-black, and I would suggest that Dave Gilbert would be in trouble for those two pots. The thing what he wants to do here, of course, as always, is once he's potted this black, when he lays the snooker, he wants possibly to try and get this red tight to a colour if he can. He needs a sort of a free ball situation. So possibly leave the angle to push it towards the green and lay the snooker. Is he going to touch too far there?
30.
Next to the yellow would help.
30.
Look at this. That's a very clever shot. He's absolutely granite in these sort of positions, Phil, isn't he, Mark Selby? You never know, when he's beaten.
No, two snookers to tie now, and Selby, you sense, back in this frame.
The problem David's got here, okay, even if he misses the red and it goes beyond the red, if you look at the wide shot of the other table, there's a possibility here that you can still leave a possible snooker on for Mark Selby, of course. Mark Williams is on the other table.
And Mark Williams is in a bit of bother because Gary Wilson has just pinched the second frame on the colours there. So Wilson 2-0 up, Dave Gilbert 1-0 up, and favourite to move 2-0 in front, even though he's facing a tough snooker here. Maybe it is the evening of the underdog coming up a little later. Of course, we'll bring you the final here from the Rotterdam Open later on this evening.
Foul. Mark Selby.
Gilbert goes in off, and that means Selby only requires one snooker now. And what a big frame this is becoming, Mike, because if Selby were to somehow win it, that would be a hammer blow psychologically for Gilbert.
Absolutely. And of course the miss can't be called because the snooker was required, but just look at the position here. I think Mark Selby's got the possibility of running in behind the yellow. He's definitely got options, of course. Can he get tight to the yellow here? Well, he's decided to go the other way, line him up in the middle of the table. That's fair enough. Great shot. Well, I think you can call that a snooker. It's a fairly big target actually off the left-hand cushion, but of course if he finds the gap, which Mark is hoping he will do, between black and red, it could be another free ball. Touch of left-hand side on the cue ball. Great hit. Very good. Yes, the tap on the table in acknowledgement there from the world number 2. Good shot. He's got the snooker. He's keeping the pressure on. 35 on the table, 39 in the frame.
And this one is not easy to hit.
Well, David does have the added insurance of the yellow on the side cushion. One cushion about a foot below the middle pocket. Another good hit, but he didn't want to bounce the yellow off the cushion. That was his insurance policy. Might not be now if Mark gets the snooker. Might just have to swerve this a little bit. I think you can see some of it, just a question whether you can leave the white at that end. He's gone the other way. And this looks pretty good. Good shot. Well, that's made a difference. Mark Selby now needs 2 snookers. And he left the red on. So one good pot here for Dave. And it's 2-0. Just concentrate on the red. Well played. So the favourites not having the best of it at the moment.
Mark Williams 2-0 down to Gary Wilson. And Mark Selby surely now trailing by a similar deficit to Dave Gilbert. And Selby was threatening to potentially produce a miraculous comeback in that frame, but Gilbert has kept his nerve and he has doubled his lead. Dave Gilbert leading 2-0. He needs 2 more frames for a place in the Rotterdam Open final.